I'll throw something in there. Landman's Billy Bob Thornton discusses working with Taylor Sheridan and how much improv is allowed ahead of Season 2. Billy Bob Thornton is set to return as Tommy Norris in Taylor Sheridan's Landman Season 2, and may actually play a key role in further developing his celebrated character. Landman is one of Taylor Sheridan's several celebrated Western series, streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus, and has enjoyed critical acclaim in its first season. Thornton leads a strong cast of Landman Season 1 along with Demi Moore, Ali Larter, Jacob Lofland, Michelle Randolph, and Kayla Wallace. Sam Elliott has been added to the cast of Landman Season 2, which is expected to be released in fall 2025. In a recent interview with Awards Radar, Thornton peeled back some of the layers of working with Sheridan in crafting the gritty and charismatic character of Tommy Norris. Sheridan is well known for writing nearly all of his material and sticking to his script when filming his various television series. Thornton shed light on his creative process with Sheridan on Landman, revealing that Sheridan uncharacteristically gave him a longer leash than most actors. Thornton was able to play around with certain lines of dialogue and allow for moments of improvisation during the filming of Landman Season 1, setting up more spontaneous moments in Season 2. As Thornton alludes to himself, Sheridan is not typically one to allow for much improvisation while filming his various series. There's a good reason behind it, considering how much success he's had writing all 53 episodes of Yellowstone without a traditional writer's room, as well as Mayor of Kingstown, 1883, 1923, Lioness, and Tulsa King. Sheridan has already amassed a writing resume that would take years, if not decades, for other writers to achieve, giving him a rare privilege in the modern TV landscape. The fact that he's willing to let Thornton, whose only Oscar win is for writing an adaptation of Sling Blade, work under the hood on Landman speaks volumes. Since Sheridan hardly hands anyone the keys to his Landman vehicle, Thornton has a rare opportunity to help fine-tune Tommy Norris as not only an actor, but as a contributing, uncredited writer and director. Thornton truly embodies Tommy throughout every frame of Landman Season 1 and has done an exceptional job in bringing Sheridan's vision of him to life, as evidenced by Thornton earning a Golden Globe nomination for his performance. This could eventually lead to more definitive collaborations between Thornton and Sheridan on Landman, perhaps even Thornton directing an episode or earning a writing credit, which he hasn't done since the 2012 movie Jane Mansfield's Car. It may be a lesser-known fact that Thornton has story or screenplay credits for 9 feature films and directing credits on 5. He even directed one episode of his popular Prime Video series Goliath during its 4-season run, which sets him up perfectly to direct one episode of Landman in the future, especially if it runs for 3 or more seasons. While Thornton applauds Sheridan's writing and admits his improvisational contributions hardly ever come about on set, the creative respect and understanding of Tommy Norris shared between Sheridan and Thornton could inspire more creative sparks to fly. Tommy is arguably one of the best characters that Sheridan has ever created. I'm not suggesting that Sheridan should start giving Thornton and others a test drive in crafting a full episode of Landman Season 2, since the Yellowstone creator is the only one who truly knows how to create and express his visions. That said, Sheridan wrote Tommy with Thornton specifically in mind, hinting that he may have more interest in seeing what Thornton can come up with in the thick of particular scenes. Ultimately, I am excited to see how Sheridan and Thornton develop Tommy in his new role as CEO of MTech Oil. Following Monty's explosive first season of Landman, Billy Bob Thornton is already teasing what's ahead, and how much of it might come straight from his own mouth, unfiltered. The Oscar-winning actor, who plays the rough-edged yet strangely philosophical oil fixer Tommy Norris, sat down to talk about his experience working with creator Taylor Sheridan, the limits, or lack thereof, of improvisation on set, and what fans can expect in the much-anticipated Season 2. Taylor writes his dialogue like it's gospel. Thornton began with a smirk, seated comfortably in a leather chair at a West Texas press event. And most of the time, yeah, you say the gospel. But every now and then, I'll throw something in there. That phrase, "I'll throw something in there," became something of a mantra throughout the interview. Thornton isn't known for playing it safe, whether it's in his acting, music, or off-the-cuff honesty. And working on a Sheridan project, especially one as character-driven and grounded as Landman, has given him fertile ground to explore the nuance behind a man like Tommy Norris. Sheridan's world is structured, it's layered. You walk into a scene and you know where you're going, Thornton said. But he also hires actors he trusts. So when I show up and toss in a little flavor, maybe a joke, maybe a line that comes out of left field, he'll either nod or shake his head. But he lets you try it. Thornton recalls a moment in Season 1, Episode 5, when Tommy's truck breaks down outside a rickety pump station. The script called for a frustrated grunt and a kick to the tire. Instead, Thornton improvised a slow, muttered monologue about the spiritual pain of internal combustion engines, a surreal blend of cowboy poetry and exasperation. I thought for sure it was too weird, he laughed. But Taylor kept it. Said it sounded like something only Tommy would say. That trust between actor and creator is crucial on a show like Landman, which walks the fine line between gritty realism and mythic Americana. Sheridan, whose empire includes Yellowstone, 1883, and Mayor of Kingstown, is known for his tight control over scripts. But Thornton insists there's more breathing room than people assume, if you know what you're doing. Taylor's not about ego, he said. He's about the story. If what you throw in makes the scene better, if it makes the character more human, more layered, he's all for it. Still, there's a respect among the cast for Sheridan's cadence, Thornton said. His dialogue has rhythm. It's not just about saying lines, it's about playing music. You gotta know when to riff and when to stick to the sheet. Thornton, who's no stranger to playing morally complex men, Sling Blade, Goliath, Bad Santa, says Tommy Norris is a role that allows him to channel both his southern roots and his more eccentric impulses. Tommy's the kind of guy who'll negotiate a pipeline deal with a smile, and then go sit on the porch and write haikas about armadillos. He's a little twisted, a little soulful, and a whole lot dangerous. Season 2, Thornton teased, will dive deeper into that duality. We'll see more of what makes Tommy tick, and what's ticking him off, he said with a wink. He's got ghosts. Old business partners, old grudges. And he's starting to wonder if he's the last man who remembers how this all started. As for how much improvisation Season 2 will feature, Thornton says it's a balancing act. Some episodes I barely touch the script. Others I'll say, what if he said it this way? And Taylor'll give me that squinty look like he's measuring the wind. And then he'll go, all right, let's see it. That's the joy of it. You're not boxed in. Behind the scenes, Thornton has also taken on more of a mentor role. He mentions working closely with younger cast members, many of whom are relatively new to Sheridan's world. They'll ask, can I try this? And I tell them, if you believe it, do it. Just don't step on the beat.